So, ranting time. I went to Target today, which is always a good experience, except for today. Um, and usually I'll go to Target like once a week, every 2 weeks to get like the essentials like Fruity Pebbles and Swiss cake rolls and the newest season of whatever show I decide to be watching at that moment. I decide to be watching, not correct. Anyway, so I go to Target, and usually it's decent because I go on Saturdays or Fridays or Sundays, and usually it's fine. And then I turned into the parking lot, and I was like, haha, there's lots of people here. And I had to park really far away, which is what I usually do, but usually when I park far away, I don't park by anyone because I don't like people parking near my car because I don't trust other people, which sounds really weird, but it's easier to park far away, and then you get exercise, so it's all fine. And so I parked really far away, and then I was wedged between this really annoying black pickup truck and some other little car that didn't know how to park correctly, and was squelching in on my space. And I walk in, and I don't have a very good train of thought apparently, because I was like, oh, the inside of Target's gonna be better than the parking lot apparently, because the parking lot of customers aren't all in Target. Anyway, so I'm walking in Target, and I walk in, and I grab my little thing, and I have 5 things that I need, and I know exactly where they are, and people won't get out of my fucking way. And there are people congregating in the very middle, right when you walk into Target, and I don't know why people think it's okay to just sit there and figure out your life while other people are trying to get in and get out of Target. It's a place. People go there a lot, and you shouldn't. It's the same way when people stand in the middle of sidewalks because they think it's an opportune time to just chat in the middle of a sidewalk. I mean, people aren't walking in the sidewalks, apparently. Target, ugh. I love Target, and usually a Target experience is a great experience for me. But today it wasn't. And I'm walking along, and I'm trying to find the shampoo aisle, because everything's been moving around, and they're also remodeling, which makes people even stupider. And I'm like, everything's in the same general area, so just find your shit and get out. And there are lots of babies there. And my parents have talked to me about this, because I'm always like, why do people think it's okay to bring their babies here? And I was like, did I ever cry when you brought me to Target or Applebee's when I was a child? And they were like, actually, we were smart parents and figured out when you got hungry and when you got tired, and we would give you a nap, and then we would take you out so you wouldn't cry. Genius idea! Why don't people do that? Instead of just, when their kid, they're like, oh, this kid looks like it's about to have a tantrum, let's bring him to Target so he annoys everyone. Ugh. So I get my shampoo, and there's for some reason when they remodeled, they push the aisles really close to each other, even though the only space that they're remodeling in is in the back corner, covered by tarps. So it doesn't make sense to make every other aisle smaller, even when you're only working on a specific part of Target. And so I'm in the aisle, and there isn't even enough room for 2 people to stand in the aisle. So I have to go around the other time of the aisle because another girl is standing there trying to picture out which Garnier Fructis she wants. And I'm like, I know exactly what I want, actually. So I just kind of push in front of her and grab a shampoo and put it in my cart, and I'm like, I'm good now. Gotta go find whatever else I needed. And I always circle around Target just in case I find something random, like season 6 of Supernatural for $16.99. I always stop in the movies because you can't not go into the movies when you're at Target because there's always the $5 section. It's beautiful. Also, why does Sam have a snake on his arm? Does he think that makes him look cool? Because it makes him look kind of like a douche. Anyway, so I got that, and that was exciting. And then I went through cereal, which took me a while to find because the food area is not by the entrance like it usually is. And so I grabbed my Fruity Pebbles and my Captain Crunch, and I'm deciding to walk out, and I get in line and everything, and it's all fine. And then I bring my stuff out to my car, and I was planning to go to Barnes & Noble, and American Eagle, and just wander through the mall, because I went to Hot Topic, because I always go to Hot Topic, because they always have good clearance. And I'm like, okay, we should go to Hot Topic, / all the other random places in the mall. We have some time, I brought my homework with me, I can just do homework in, Barnes & Noble or something. And so I get into the mall, and I bring my stuff out of Target, because I had a lot of stuff, 2 bags, but I didn't want to carry it around the mall, so I put it in my car, and I walked over, and I went through Barnes & Noble, and I was like, yay, and then I tried for a really long time to find Billie Piper's autobiography, and I could not find it, and then I got really annoyed, and I was like, you know what, it's probably good for at least once for you to walk through Barnes & Noble without buying the entire store. So I just left, and I wandered down the middle of the mall, and our mall is set up really stupidly, where instead of like, my mall at home is like a cross, like a cross. It didn't make sense for me to do it that way because you can't see it. But it's like a cross. So you like go in on one part of it, and then like you can see the little middle area, which is really big, and then you can like look down each side to decide what you want. Whereas our mall here starts at Target, ends at Barnes & Noble, and it's just a big long line. Like, how is that space efficient? So I'm like wandering down the big long line, and halfway through they decide to have this little RV fair where they put 2 RVs side by side and like keep doing that for the rest of the mall strip, and no one knows how to walk, and I got really frustrated, and I absolutely hate crowds, especially crowds where people don't know where the fuck they're going, and I can't stand it, and it makes me really uncomfortable, and for some reason I thought the mall would be better than Target. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. And so I'm like walking down the mall, and all I do is go to Hot Topic, and I wander around, and I'm like, it's my home. Hide in the shirts and the people who actually know who I am and don't try to get into my space. Then I took a breather, and then I like bolted out of the mall, and I went back to my dorm, and I was like, we're not doing homework here. We're going home. Because Target is a scary ass place. And also, so is the mall. I don't know why today was different. I don't know why Target was a shit show, but if you see the parking lot full of people and you don't like crowds, don't go in. Rule. Rule to live by. Yeah. Have a good day.